Welcome back, gang. Fast Junior, and welcome to another great video. So today, guys, we're on 8-ball pool, and this is going to be 11 tips in actual gameplay to help you win more games on 8-ball pool. Now, for those of you who play the game already, you'll notice that having a good cue is important. We're starting off with the very basic cue, which has very limited power, accuracy, and time as well. So if you do come up against players who have a better cue than you, there is more than one way to win, and we'll demonstrate that now, guys, by having 5 games starting from scratch, and we will see how we get on. So our opponent's now missed, and it's my first turn at the table. We are the stripes, so let's see what we can do. 1 or 2 balls tied up, but the first shot we're going to do, guys, is the plant. So you're popping one ball onto another in the hope that it'll go in. 8-ball pool does call it the combination shot. Other people commonly know it as the plant. So next shot, positioning. Now this is one of the most important things in pool, guys, and it is thinking ahead for your next shot, and that was a beautifully weighted shot there. Now you'll notice on this one, we could easily pop this one into the corner bag. Doesn't quite line up for the middle, so we'll try and do a double, and we'll line it up, and we've missed. That's another thing, guys, when you're going for a pot and you're trying to nudge a few of the balls out of the way, it is important to not take your eye off the pot, because it can lead to you missing a bit of an easy one. And our opponent's missed. So third option, guys, open table. This is our first opportunity for a clearance. Now when I say open table, it means that all of the balls are out in the open. None are tied up or too difficult to pot, and should be fairly straightforward to clear these up from here. Just one after another, and if we just drop this one in dead weight, we should land perfectly on our final ball, like so. And this brings us, guys, to number 4, which is backspin. So you want to hit the bottom, or the bottom right or bottom left of the cue ball, and it will bring the ball back to where you need it. So guys, 1 game in, 1 game down, 1 game won. That was using 4 different options, and we'll dive into another game, guys, and see how we get on here. So guys, breaking off with the beginner cue is quite hard. It has no power or accuracy, so you really do have to make do with what you can, until you can move up in the game and get a better cue with more power. But for the purpose of today's video, we will use the beginner cue. So we will see what options we've got. A few balls are tied up. Oh, waiting for player. Sorry guys, Marco's decided to quit, so we've jumped into another game with Hunger. We are now 2 games in, 2 games for victory, as we can see. 1 by default, 1 by an actual win. And we'll dive into a game with Hunger, or Junga, however you pronounce it, guys, and we will see how we get on. He's got a bit of a lucky shot in there, and we've been left with stripes. So the first thing I'd like to do, guys, when we're not at the table and we're watching the opponent, is look first of all for what balls are tied up, what balls are difficult, what balls might be hard to pot if we get a chance at the table. Now of course, Junga might clear up, he might pot all of the balls at the table, but the only thing we can be doing at this point is hoping that he misses and planning ahead for what we can do, and maybe it's what we would need to move. Now by the looks of this, we've got the yellow and the green next to the black, so they're the 2 problem balls. And Junga's just hit an absolute worldie of a shot. We'll compliment him for it. Totally lucky, by the way, guys, no skill involved there at all, but nonetheless, a pot is a pot. but still, okay, he's missed. So his blue, guys, that's just landed there, has blocked off one of our balls in the bottom. So instantly I know that it's going to be difficult to clear up at this visit. So we'll drop this ball in, and we'll try now, guys, and see if we can do option number 5, which is a pot and shift, which we've done. So the pot and shift, guys, is you pot one ball, and with the white ball you shift another one of your balls into play, hence the compliment from Junga. And we've just missed, unfortunately, but the pot and shift, guys, is such an important part of pool. You want to try and make the most of every single shot that you have. So if you can pot one and move another one, keep the visit going, the more often you can do that, the more games you're going to win. And to be perfectly honest, we've landed a little bit lucky here, and Junga's missed, which we thought he would. So from this option here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 balls left. Now Junga's got one blue over the bottom pocket, guys, so that means that if he gets in, he can pop that blue onto the black and try and win the game. So we'll quickly drop this ball in, shift his purple over there, guys. So it was another pot and shift. We'll drop the orange in with a bit of left hand side, hug the cushion, and the position we're in now, guys, is we're going to drop the yellow in, try another shift, and nudge the black onto our ball like so, which has gone in. And a little bit unlucky with where we've landed, the green over the middle pocket. If we can just drop that in, we might have to play the white a bit hard. And even more bad luck, guys, we've went in off the white. So usually when you do the pot and shift, guys, you cannot always tell where the ball's going to land, but sometimes it has to be done. Junga's missed, so again, a little bit fortunate. We'll try the Barney double, guys, the Barney rubble, which is the double, and that is because we got a little bit lucky on that game, so we'll double the black to make it justified. So guys, 3 games in, 3 games won. We'll dive on into our 4th game, and so far we are undefeated and we've won every game that we've played. So we'll break off here, wish our opponent good luck, and we'll see how we get on. So our opponent hasn't got the best of records, to be perfectly honest, but nonetheless we'll give him the respect that he deserves, and we'll see what we can do. And straight away, guys, you notice on some of these games the balls do tie up, they do congregate, and that's because generally on the lower levels of the game the cues are of a poorer quality, there's not enough power in them, and therefore it's harder to split the balls up with a stronger cue. So Ali's done another good shot by popping the white in. Thanks very much, Ali, much appreciated. We'll use another plant as you've seen in the previous game, and we'll hang the bag with the yellow. And this, guys, is number 8, which is the long pot and shift. So again, same as the pot and shift, but you're doing a long pot, or the double dip as 8-ball pool likes to call it. Now with this one, guys, we'll do the number 9, which is drop the ball in, but we're going to hang the bag with the first contact ball. And the reason we do so is because it's a bit of a safety net. As you notice, the black is next to that cushion with the orange ball, but also that orange ball is there for next time, so if we need to have an easy shot, it is there again as a safety net. So we'll try and cut this one in, just drops in. Unfortunately it doesn't hang, the greens went in with it, so we'll try and just quickly hang this one over the bag like so, popping the opponent's ball, and that brown there, guys, as you can notice, is blocking the orange of the opponent. So the opponent could still win from here by putting the orange in the top bag, but it just makes it a lot more difficult to do so. Now the opponent's missed, so we'll quickly put a bit of backspin on, and we've went in off. So again, guys, that was the right shot to play with the backspin and the positioning, but because the basic cue has no power at all, it is very difficult to generate any sort of power, topspin, backspin, but you've just got to sort of persevere until you can get a bit of a better cue. Now this is a very cute angle. We'll try and drop this in, and we've missed, so really it's all there for Ali to take it. We haven't capitalised on the opportunities we've had so far. Now, had we've had a better cue, I'd like to think that we would have, but nonetheless, we'll see how we get on. So at this point, guys, Ali really is in the driving seat. He's got 3 options. He needs to plant this blue onto the yellow, and he's very fortunately got that orange in somehow. Bit of a lucky shot, but if you don't shoot, you don't score. And we'll see what he does. That's a good pot. And this, guys, is what you call the Chinese snooker. So the opponent isn't obstructed by any of my balls. He's hampered by the actual corner, the cushion. So on a Chinese snooker, guys, it's very hard to even hit the ball, let alone pot the ball. So I think this is game, set and match for Ali, but we'll see what he does. Nothing at all, purely just a hit and hope, guys. You got very lucky, to be fair, to pot the orange to get onto this ball in the first place, but again, a bit of justice with the Chinese snooker. So guys, 4 games in, 4 games won, and we are so far undefeated. We're through 10 tips, tricks and ways to win. Things to win, things not to do. Quickly open that chest, nothing much in here. We'll quickly get rid of that. So guys, final game, number 5, and we'll see if we can end the video undefeated. And we'll see what our opponent's record is as well. Wish them luck. Not the best record, guys, for the opponent, but what can you do? You're at the lower levels of the game starting now. So once again, guys, the opponent's shown that having a basic cue means that there's almost certainly clusters of balls stuck together at the start of each game. Now, sometimes it's best to let the opponent get in first, but we're here and we'll live for the now. So we'll delicately drop that in, and again, very unfortunately, went in off there. But sometimes, guys, if you can let the opponent in first, get a few shots on, and if they miss, it makes it easier for you to clear up. So we'll see what our opponent can do. They've got pretty much a relatively straightforward clearance here. The black's in a bit of a pickle, but other than that, the other balls are wide out in the open. The shot here needs to be a plant in the middle. Let's see if they can do it. And they're going for the wrong shot, in my opinion. And as a result, guys, they've made it slightly harder for themselves. The green should still go in the top bag, or the brown, but they have made it slightly more difficult than popping the balls in on a plant. And at this point, guys, again, we've just got to be scanning the table, what shots are available for us. The opponent's missed by an absolute country mile. So again, for us, it should be a relatively straightforward clearance. Now, the orange ball is tied up to the black, and the yellow ball is tied up with the green ball. So there's going to be a little bit of work involved, guys, but let's see what we can do. So we'll pop the green into the top bag. Now at this point, guys, we could cut the yellow in, or we could cut the brown in. So we'll opt for the brown, and that's worked out pretty well. So at this point, guys, with a better cue, it'll be guaranteed just a nudge off, screw off with a bit of backspin into the orange. But again, for the third or fourth time, we've went in off. 5 games in, guys, 3 times in off. Unfortunately, the cue is pretty poor, but what can you do? So the opponent's got the green, and the opponent's got, really, if he can pop this ball in here and screw in off the brown, he's got a pretty straightforward way, but they haven't opted for the easy option. So we'll see what they will do. And another absolute hit and hope. Almost got very lucky indeed with the green. And that brings us, guys, to number 11. Swing it round, or round the houses. So touch aside, and it should swing the cue ball nicely round. The orange ball should pop in this corner, and we'll just delicately drop that in, like so. Pot and shift again, guys, and the black is there for the taking. So, guys, we'll put a bit of side on, and that's another win. Thanks very much for watching, guys. It is greatly appreciated. If you can like and subscribe, that'd be great, and we'll see you guys on the next video.